Welcome to the Everyday Sniper. You got Frank at Snipers Hide, and Chris will be on in a second. His wireless mouse was dead, and he's got to give it a little bit of a charge for that to work. That's pretty funny, actually. But yeah, happy Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Hump day, and doing good. I love my colors, man. Like this shirt, the beard, hat, all of it. Like my colors are looking so cool. And went and I was doing. Up there he is.
Oh shit, I don't hear you in my ears.
What? Hang on, I'm off a little. It's me.
No,
It's
no,
me.
it's
It's me.
my
There we
ears.
go. You're
Maybe
good.
it's
You're
my.
good.
No, because you're coming out of my computer.
Oh. Yeah. I had to do the same thing. I had you on my computer. I forgot to turn my shit off. It was coming through me. I was like, I got ears on, and then I had it playing through my mic. He'll come back in 2 seconds. We'll get him. But yeah. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm digging my colors. I'm loving this, loving it. And I like color. I think it's bright and nice and all that. And he'll jump back on in 2 seconds, I'm sure. We'll get Chris in here. Where is he? He's probably got to fight that mouse thing. But God, lots to talk about. Lots and lots and lots of things to say today. Went to Mile High, had to transfer a there he is. He's in.
Oh, you're in my ears.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, yeah. I am now. I got a space heater. I'm gonna put
Yeah,
it up on
well,
the
it's
table.
warmer now. It already warmed up to like 45 degrees out there. Like we went out today to Mile High and to do a bunch of stuff, and we went to Elevated Q for lunch, and it wasn't too bad out today at all. It's pretty nice.
Dude, my garage is like balls cold.
Is it?
You could freeze like anything out here. Of course, I'm in a tank top now, uh, but I have an 86 degree space heater right here. Look, I'm gonna turn it. Bum bum
Oh,
bum.
dang! Look at you go. We did.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap on at Home Depot.
I paid for the first of the new place, and so we got a February 15th that it's ours. So we'll start shuttling shit back and forth to Missouri. So yeah, I know, long road, but we got a project, me and you.
Okay, I like
Handguns.
projects.
Yes, handguns.
Okay,
We're gonna
I
go
like
out.
handguns.
I picked up today from Mile High that they sent me a SAR handguns,
Okay.
and it's like a CZ copy, and it was nice.
Oh, sweet. Well, CZ
Yes,
makes some good pistols.
right. This is a copy. It's not a CZ, but
Yeah.
it's a CZ copy. And I went to Mile High to do the paperwork. I got to wait 3 days. So either this weekend or Monday, whatever you want, we can. And you should bring the
Yeah, let's do it.
Springfield Echelon.
Yeah, it's literally right here because I
Yeah,
love it.
I know. And we'll do a SAR Echelon back and forth.
Okay. I have
So
the Daniel Defense, but it doesn't cycle all the ammo. I could try something else, but I think I might have to send it back for them to fix.
the Hudson,
It's
the
yeah,
one?
because it doesn't feed.
Oh, okay.
And then we could bring I could bring a SIG like
I
my
got
carry
sick
gun
too. I got it. I got my M18.
to compare them and the shot timer because that app
Yes,
is
we need the shot timer
baller.
stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we'll do the shot
It's in my
timer.
car actually, like waiting
Cool.
because that sounds fun. Let's do it this weekend. And
Robbie's like, hey guys, been shoveling snow for 4 days. We're in Colorado, Robbie. No snow.
oh
It
shit, where
snowed
is?
Friday, and we got like that much snow and a little bit of ice around that much snow, but it's mostly nowhere. It's already melted.
Yeah,
No snow, Colorado.
today was pretty nice for sure.
Yes, it was 45 or so today, and it's supposed to be all week now. 45, like going out.
Oh, that's good. I went to Green Mill for a couple hours because I was configuring rifles, and I realized like shit, I've got 4 rifles I got to configure because the Seekins hasn't shown up, and I put them in different chassis with different suppressors, and the balance just wasn't right. And even though they would shoot well in one position. The positional shooting, where the support had to be, it wasn't good. So I spent hours yesterday swapping out parts and trying to get it to a better balance. And today I went to test it, and all four were good.
Nice. That's always good, though.
So I have a 11.7 pound Hunter Light, a 15.9 pound Hunter Heavy, PRS rifle, and a 308 for
Nice. And
PRS.
I signed up for Western Hunter. So I went.
Shit, I haven't done that yet.
Oh, well, he said you had a squad. I thought you already did it. He said, "Am I putting you in with Chris?" Because I thought he said you were there. But yes, sign up.
Well, I clicked the thing saying I'd like to go, but I haven't paid or anything.
Yeah, I didn't do that yet. I just signed up. I didn't see anything to pay yet. But
Oh, okay.
I also I did the Porta-Johns again.
Nice. We
So-
gotta get more footage of that. We gotta make like a funny video.
Yeah, make a funny Porta-John video. We should. But I sponsored the Porta-Johns, and I signed up for Walt's Ultimate Hunter match. So I'm good for that. And then
I'll bring the Seekins again. Or did I shot the
you shot the Seekins. I have video of you. You shot the Seekins.
okay,
The PH3.
yeah, I'm gonna bring the Seekins, and then I'm gonna but I also there's a suppressed PRS match in Kansas in March, I think. Or
That's when this
April,
is.
the
This is
beginning of
March
April.
21st.
Oh no,
Well, I'll
no,
be
this
near
is-
Kansas now.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
in
Twin
March.
Peaks, though?
So
Is it Twin
at
Peaks
Box
or?
Canyon?
Oh, I don't know that one.
But anyway, it's suppressed only, so I thought, well, shit, that's good, and it's
Mm-hmm.
only, it's like 4 hours away or something.
Yes, because where they shoot is actually closer to Kansas than Kansas City, so it's only probably 6 hours.
Yeah, it's up by Nebraska and Kansas, and
Oh, gotcha, up there. Okay.
but anyway, I think it sounds cool. It's the match that I don't know if it was last year or the year before had like 30-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh, okay. Is it
And
Michael
they-
Beeman and them guys again? Because I know Michael Beeman
gotta
does a
look.
lot of that.
I saw I got an email saying here's some matches that are coming out, and I saw it. I thought, shit, it's on my calendar. I got to sign up. But last night I got my hotel and flight to Rifles Only, and I'm in the Rifle Colorado Hunter, and then next month it's going to be
When
PRS
is
Hunter.
Rifles Only? Because we have to go to Missouri in February to sign the papers.
19, 20, 21.
Oh, because I'm going the 16th. So maybe we'll go straight from Kansas City to Rifles Only then if we
That'd be
go.
cool.
Yeah, because I have to go the 16th for Monday and sign the papers. So I'm meeting them February 16th.
Nice.
They kind of compromised. The home they wanted us to come the 1st. I was like March 1st would be better. And they said, "How about February 15th?" I said, "Fine."
Yeah. So it's right after that. Now, I was talking to Jacob when we were there for the Hyde Cup about trying to do it with a lever gun.
Mm-hmm.
But I never heard from him, so I'm just going to get something ready here. I'll probably shoot my PRS gun because
There you go.
either the 308 or the Dasher, but I like the way the 308 shoots.
I was gonna say at Rifles Only because you've already won a Rifles Only. Wouldn't you just
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
a 308? I would bring.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I like to go there and have fun, but I went and had fun at the Hyde and gambled, and I'm not good at gambling, I guess.
Yeah.
But this time I figured I would try to at least strategically gamble smarter.
Gotcha.
But not, I have the fun. I could shoot and do well for sure. I think the 308 would be really good if I can shoot it offhand. Right, that's the kicker. Is like, what rifle can I
Where is
shoot decent offhand? And so I'm going to do that test before I go out there. But I'm excited, and I would like to shoot the 308. I've got this load from Trace with the 168s, and it shoots amazing. Although I have the
missing
338 suppressor, so it's like 7 feet long.
Hang
'Cause
on,
it's a 28-inch barrel.
Oh,
with a
nice.
338, and I have it in the AI Remington 700 action. The AI one, and it shoots really good.
I need to get that new. I gotta find my comment thing disappeared. My little
And
my comment window.
I can't see the comments.
Yeah,
So
me neither. I gotta find it. I only could see Robbie comment, and my I just noticed my comment windows disappeared. I gotta find it. It's
I'm
not
really
up.
excited to hear about SHOT Show though, because I had the flu. I didn't look at social media at all. I was literally
Oh, there's everybody. Oh,
completely,
Laura. It's just Laura. So never mind.
completely on my ass, like
Laura's.
104
Yeah.
fever, unable to do just about anything. And so
Laura's
I don't know
saying
what
turn your
happened
camera to the right a little if you
to
could.
the this
Right.
way.
Nope, the other
This
way.
way.
Yeah, that right there. That's better.
I could put it here too.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You're good. It was just she's just framing you a little bit. But yeah, I mean, sorry, let me back up now that I got distracted with my squirrel brain. Where were we just now?
Well, I was talking about four things at once, but I want to hear about SHOT Show because I didn't
Okay.
hear or see anything.
Shot Show was quite mellower, but very good for us. We may have a because you have a Collis, right? The new one.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
sold 3 scopes for that, and I am selling my AI because I need dollars. But I have the AI. I have the Collis. I sold a
'Cause
Night Force and 2 loopholes.
Okay, because I'm doing a project with Collis moving forward, and it's a video high TV project. So we can include you with your Collis as well, because they're going to be using like Phil and then me and then stuff, so we can add in, so we could do something
Oh,
with
sweet.
yours.
They're too
And then
expensive to get the other one, but they have a smaller one
the
that looks
28,
fucking
yeah.
awesome too. Yeah.
Oh, because they have the 5 to 25, the 3 to 28, is it? And then the 5 to 40? Is that the
Yeah, I got a 5 to 40,
5 to
but there was
40?
one that was like, oh my god, on a gas gun, this would be incredible.
Oh, I don't reckon. I'd have to go look at it again to see the if it was the little because the 5 to 25 is an ultra short. They have a small one.
Yeah, the 525 would be good. I thought there was lower, like
A 3 to
something to
18
15 or 3
oh
to 18
yeah, maybe.
or
I don't
something.
know what they changed. I
But
didn't
it's
look at.
nice. I mean, if I could
Yeah.
get more, I would because like the glass is clear and the wide field of view, it's really quick to be like, oh my god, this is
Well,
nice.
and I had discussions with people about like the March because I guess the March is the hotness for some of them. The 5 to 45 March scope. Which are
Oh,
way too overpriced. I mean, Marches are Gucci, but they're way overpriced for what they are. And but yeah, and some people were like, "Oh, the Collis is better," and I had asked 3 or 4 people about the March, and nobody was like, socks blown off. They all had like that 1 or 2 consistent March complaints, either super tight eye box or whatever, and some I forgot the other comment someone made, but for you, Ape, and I didn't talk about this on Wednesday. Apex Optics, that scope I gave you, that one we had on the air rifle,
yeah.
that Apex,
Uh-huh.
he is coming out with a new laser rangefinder binocular. I have the video on the Hide, so you got to go on the front page of Hide TV to watch the video. It's called the Synergy laser rangefinder from Apex. What he's doing, he's rejiggering the software inside to be a little bit more comp friendly. And so, like with the buttons and the different things, very Vector X-ish, where you can set buttons. But he's supposed to be able to do a few more things in the binos, including share profiles with each other. So, like,
Oh.
if you have the bino and I have the bino, we can share our profile. So when you laser for me, it'll send me my data.
Oh, that's sick. I
Right.
have a bunch of video from the Hunter match that I haven't posted just because I
And
was totally sick. But
yeah,
the teamwork was good. That would be awesome to feed each other data.
right. And so speaking of that, I had a 2-hour meeting with the owner of my web development people, and they want to go Is that the is that the March Rusted, the DLR? Is that the 5 to 4? No, a 5 to 40 is the Collis, right? The DLR.
I have
The
it here. Are we
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube? Can I pull up a rifle, or is
Yeah, you
that
could pull
not?
the rifle up.
I need a pen too. I've been looking for a pen, but I'm gonna take my headphones off, and then I'll put the rifle behind me, and then I'll.
Oh, we are
get a
on
pen.
YouTube. Yeah, if you put it back, we are on YouTube. I was
But if
gonna
it's
say,
behind me and I don't touch it, we could be like,
you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn you off for a second. I'm gonna go solo, move the rifle, and then come back on.
okay.
Tell me when you're ready. All right, that way there nobody sees it. I don't want to get nailed on that thing, so Chris can move the rifle and then you guys can look at it. But yeah, I'm doing a thing with Collis, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's kind of a revisit for me 10 years down the road, because I had done some things with Collis in the past, and then when the Prissies got up, they were like, don't play with Frank. And so Collis didn't play with me, and now they're back to yeah, Collis. Okay, I was just making sure. I got all the numbers in my head, and I'm older now, and it doesn't work. So yeah, when all the Prissies were upset that if I think take your own, but yeah. So you there? You're good. Adam. Oh, Adam, right.
Okay,
There
I'm
we
back.
go. All right.
Wait, where's if I go this way?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So now you could see.
Yeah, that's the 5 to 40. It's not as long as I would have suspected. You know what I mean? It's a little shorter than I would have thought.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's not very long. It's got a really big
Objective
magnification
or
changing,
eyepiece.
but it's. I mean, it's nice. It works good. And I like the left windage because I'm going to dial wind, and I want.
That was me and Eduardo. We went to Austria, and when we were in their factory, both of us did it. And we weren't there at the same time, but we were there at the same time, roughly within the month. And both of us said to Collis, parallax is in the middle on top, put the windage on the left. And they did it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like
That was
being able to
me
see
and
it.
Eduardo. Funkataba, the ELR guy.
Yeah.
He was there, and I was there at the factory in Austria. And we both were like, independently, said, put the windage on the left. And Collis went, oh, both these guys said to do that, we should do that. And then that's when Robert from Zico was there, and they did it. And that's why you have windage on the left. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm psyched about it, and it works good. I don't think the iBox is small, but I think I'm going to take that scope and move it from rifle to rifle. So they're set up with other scopes, but I'm going to, when I go to do stuff, I'm going to put that on it and compete with it that way, so that at least I'm used to the reticle and the other stuff. But that's what I shot. Or that scope is what I shot in New Mexico.
Right, and I talked to them today about editing video, and I was saying to them that I was looking for somebody to edit our video for us, so I could just dump video, or you could dump video, and they'll put it together. Yeah. And what they were saying, since they understand the site, they watch our videos, they have the ability to do that. So I'm going to work where we can upload some of our raw video, and they'll assemble it for us as an editor.
That's going to be awesome. Is that what you met with the Hyde people too, right?
Or that was them. Yeah, No, that was the Hyde people. Like I said, I was on the phone with them for 2 hours. They want to do because they updated the PX, and I had to deal with first thing this morning some guys screaming because. And I'll explain this for you guys who are on here and watching this. In the PX, like among some of the other things, one of the biggest issues is bumping. People bump their posts because they want it to be seen. And then what'll happen is we tried to regulate it and told somebody you can't bump it but every 48 hours. Of course, nobody waits 48 hours. They do it every day. and they'll do it twice a day. And then we have people on the hide that go through and find everybody that bumped their post early and report them. Like, broke the rules, broke the rules, broke the rules, broke the rules, broke the rules. And they'll do that. So while I was in Vegas, they updated the PX of the hide with new features. And they monetized some of it for like $1 to bump. And so this morning, some guys were calling me a greedy bastard and a bunch of shit because I charged. I let them charge
$1.
Yeah, it's like $1.50 or $2 to bump a post. And so they were being jerks about it, and I ended up having a fucking whole thing with guys. But it's a time management thing because, like, beyond the scammers and the bots and the things that get reported for, doing nefarious and scamming and trying to rip you off, our biggest problem is really people bumping or willing to buy. It's either they post a willing to buy, which is scammer bait. Like if you say, hey, I'm willing to buy something, scammers see it and come right at you and tell you they have it. And then they scam you, and then because it's a flag. Hey, I'm looking to get scammed. And so willing to buy gets reported, and then bumping is the other big reported. So, like I said, they threw a dollar amount on it to said, hey, if you want to bump it, it's $1. And that was really to kind of clean up the Wild West element of it. Well, of course, hate mail, because I'm greedy, and so so I had to deal with that today. Then I had the mile high. I had the 2 hours with the team to talk about where they want to go, because they want to jump in even harder with both feet, and they want to help manage. They want to help do things that are like outside event video, different things. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, I had like 2 hours on the phone with them.
Oh my God,
then,
I have so much footage. They're going to be like, what?
Yeah.
If they really want it, like.
Well, that's what I said. If we can, if you can even create, like for you, what I would do is take a clip of a team doing a stage. So one team, one stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just film like that, like you are right now, a talking head explaining what you see and how you see it. Give them 2 pieces of footage, they'll put it together. And then I explain to them that, like, how bad I am with thumbnails. I don't do the thumbnails. I don't do the modern video shit. They'll do that. They'll thumbnail it, and they'll help us expand. And so,
that sounds badass.
Yeah, it was really a good conversation, and they want to take the site to another level. And one of the things I saw just before SHOT Show, I'm not an analytics guy. I don't care. As long as the site's moving, as long as I see something changes, as long as I'm making money, I don't care. I don't obsess it. But before SHOT Show, because everybody asked me, I looked. And I went to Grok and I'm like, hey man, give me all my stats, give me all my shit. I need to know. Well, in the last 3 months, the site has grown pretty big. Like, it expanded, or, it went from, hey, CS Tactical's there. I don't know if that's Richard or Mike, whichever one you are. Hi. So we went from 600,000 a month views in December, had 1 million a month views, and my global ranking or US ranking went from 60,000 to 55,000. Lower numbers are better. So I made a bigger jump in just the last 3 months, and I do credit a lot of that on the upgrades and what we've done to the site, the effort that's been put in. I've been advertising myself like at X in places. Richard, there you go. Hi, Richard. And
That's
so
huge. I mean, that's a
yeah,
big bump in views.
yeah, it went from it easily grew at a minimum 200,000 a month in the last 3 months.
That's amazing.
And so I want to leverage that. I want to do some more. There's some things that have to be done. And of course, the move is going to throw some hiccups in it. But they want to help even more.
Well, I'd appreciate it if
yeah.
I mean, it's good for the hide for sure. If I could figure out how to make anything so I don't have to, because I only have one AI to sell. So I'm on fumes now. So if we could do something like get footage and edit that stuff, because I have like 4,000 videos on my phone, and I could do the audio overlay watching it, and I even have one where it plays and I can record audio while it's
but
playing.
I mean, you can even talk, just like film yourself talking to it and respond. Like, I don't care if you put it on your phone, watch it and tell people what you're seeing, and so they understand it, and then it could get edited in and even pictured for you. Yeah. Look, he's going through here, and if you break it down for people of what you see, then you only have to film however long the stage lasts in your analysis of their job executing it, and then have the footage you already have. Then they can mash those two together.
And when I was sick, I got the footage from a bunch of TV shows, including The Jackal, where he's taking that shot at the beginning. It's two different scenes, and the reticle is the same, but you could see that they filmed it from different locations because the people are now twice the size. And it's not a first focal plane scope, because that's what, at first I thought, well, shit, maybe it's a first, because it's farther. It goes the opposite direction. So I was like, wow. And it's an MOA, so I got to make sure that the second scene, though, where they look bigger, you can only see them from the waist up. So I got to kind of guesstimate how far away they were. But again, it's like 170 yards and then like 60 yards or something like that.
Yeah, I get it.
But I want to make a video on that. And then I got the Sweet Tooth footage, and I got the shooter shooting the Dinty Moore. And I have 4 cans of Dinty Moore here now, so whenever we go back out, we could do that. And I don't know that we can make a 12-foot Dinty Moore can unless we go get.
I would just say and just use I would just use our target and draw it really big and say, look, dude, if you did this, the Dinty Moore can would be 12 feet. You know, we don't have to
sheet,
show.
Though, actually, we could take a sheet that was 12 by 8 and paint it. I could do that.
Oh, we probably can take the 1,800-yard target and the 1,760 and just make them long, put them together.
But those are 5 feet. But we need, like, that thing is huge. We need 3 of them.
We'll put 2 of them and say, look,
or we could put a car out there. Yeah, totally.
Put a car.
It'd be cool to make it look like Dinty Moore, though. Like, if we could get a white sheet and paint it.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
You gotta get a jigsaw or whatever saw that you can cut a pattern and just get it.
Yeah. Well, I have the canvas here in the paint from trying to paint on the canvases. I think I could probably we
could just get a canvas and paint it on a canvas and put a hole through it. I mean,
that's true. I have some, but it's still
what he's saying, Robbie. If you actually look at Shooter and the Dinty Moore can, they range it when they show it in the reticle. They're only 45 yards away from it. So if you use the dimensions of the reticle in the can and translate it to a mile, it becomes a 12-foot can. But if you look at the reticle and you range it in reverse, like do the math in reverse for Shooter, they range that can from 45 yards away. That's through the scope video is only 45 yards off the can.
Yeah. Which is cool, and it would make a good video explaining, hey, look, because this is a ruler, and if you know something's size, you could tell how far away it is. And, I mean, that, obviously, anybody that learned shooting with reticle ranging will roll their eyes and be like, duh. But nowadays, there's a lot of shooters that just have no idea. And people that just watch videos about shooting and be like, what? Oh, you could do that? Wait a minute.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Blake's on there. He says, yep, we calculated a few months ago. So, yeah, it's like they ranged it originally from 45 yards, and then if you shoot it at a mile, you'd have a 12-foot can, you know?
Yeah, yes. But, recreating that would say, like, look, here's what we see, and then have a trigger cam with it at the right distance and say, see how our picture looks like the movie? Now, look at a mile. See how that looks like the movie? But let's go up to it and be like, but here we got this big ass thing.
Right. Yeah.
And then here's what a can would look like at a mile for real. And my guess.
Yeah, you couldn't see it. The reticle will cover it. Right. Even if you get one of them big fireman cans, when the firemen go into the grocery store to cook for themselves, they buy the fucking stuff this big. You get a fireman can of Dinty Moore.
We could put it on the T-post there at 17.
Yeah, totally.
Whatever, and we could
take
see
a shot at
see
it.
Yeah. Or just say,
we
like,
could put it on
it's
top
there.
of the 18 by 30 plate that's there. We could put it on top because they do have that kind of the angle, and you can sit. Remember when I put the soda can on the target when August shot it for the video? We could do that out there because there is a ledge.
That'd be awesome. We could also say, like, look at the stump that the can's on.
Yes.
That's the biggest tree the world's ever seen.
Right. It would totally be.
It's like 100-foot wide tree stump.
Yeah, but SHOT Show was good. I mean, that those synergy binos are gonna be good for comp people. I can't say much until, like, there's a bunch of stuff coming in July. And Vectronics got new stuff, which is super cool. There's a bunch of things dropping a little later. Of course, it's always that way. The Seekins were just next level amazing. Even the short action is like, the short action will be a little later. The long action is just, it's an AI replacement. It really is. And so Seekins is just like through the roof. Guns America voted the best product of the show.
Oh, nice.
And
I'm excited to see it when it eventually comes around. It's like Bigfoot.
No, it's there. He just gave a bunch to fucking Hat Creek and the different things, and they were doing their army stuff. Because I can almost see like another PSR coming up because they're whining a little bit about the Barrett having those ND problems and the problems they're having with the Barrett. And I can almost see them because the guys at Hat Creek that have a hand in what Glenn does and Brian Morgan does are all the operators. They're on it, and they're going to want it. So what's going to happen is you're going to see another sniper rifle submission just to get the Seekins in the door.
Yeah,
and because it's
likely to happen. Right?
Yeah, so, and it's so
at the match there were 3 teams of those guys shooting, and when the hunter matches started, the military teams that came out, you kind of nobody was like, oh, they're going to dominate. All 3 teams that I watched of the mill shooters were really good at communicating, finding targets, calling wind. I mean, I was like, wow, they have really stepped up their team performance, and all of them were shooting the 6.8. And then there was a sheriff department also shooting the 6.8.
Oh, wow.
SIG ammo, and it seemed to shoot pretty well. They were like, wow, this is really good. But
because I've been seeing a lot of, like, talking to Roberts and them, they weren't too thrilled on the 6.8 on the back east. Everybody back east was a little bit down on the new stuff.
Well, they did good, and of course it's free for them, so you can't complain about free ammo. But I did notice, like, when the brass started flying out, like, oh, shooting 6.8, and low wind holds, like, because you can hear them telling each other what they're holding, and it's like, and they're giving each other wind and confirming it, and it's like, oh, that's pretty fast, heavy bullet.
Yeah. Well, what are the weight in that? I didn't look because I know the 264 lick is in the 125-ish zone.
No, they were shooting something heavier.
Yeah,
I
heavy.
don't know what it was, but it was definitely heavier and pretty fast. Like maybe in the 140s, 150s.
Mm-hmm. And then the big thing at the show was the suppressors that suck the air in, all the 3D printed stuff. And that ambient arms, the ridge line. So the 3D printed suppressors that have the ports in the back and they pull the air through and then cool it off. And so it shoot, 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 grab the can. It's not hot. So that was a big part of the show.
How does
The
that change performance with
It doesn't. It's just cooler because they flow it different. You can't tell it doesn't. And the thing with ambient, and they showed me, if you watch the ambient video, they're fixing the blast and they're cleaning up the blast to get it out of the way of the bullet. So the bullet is coming through because they're not just doing stuff in the can and behind the can. They're doing things like flow through in the front, but they're changing the flow to jet engine patterns so that the bullet is not flying through turbulence.
that's badass, and it's sending all that air away from the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yep.
shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really next level tech and shit, and that
So
that
when's
was
everybody gonna catch up? Like, is
well.
Thunder Beast have
Thunderbeast
one?
got a 3D printed can. They had one. It's at Mile High. It's in the counter. I just
But
saw it today.
is it the flow through?
No, I mean it's got. I think it's got flow through in the front. Right now, to me, it looks a little Huxworky. Not other than a Thunder Beast front, but it has something around it. But it's short. It's got a little bit of flow in the front. I don't know how they're doing it. I didn't talk to Ray or anybody about it, but it's at Mile High and it's in the thing. So
That's cool.
yeah,
I want one of those cooling flow through ones though.
yeah. The ambients are really, really like. I would go the ambient air. They have a titanium and then they have an Inconel. If you need a hard use, heavy beat it up, go to Inconel. If you're, bolt action, probably could do a titanium. And it's printed though; they're all printed, both metal. They print metal. And
So let's hear about the pistol stuff you want to do this weekend or Monday. Or
the
all
price for the
weekend, all
the sick. Oh, somebody's asking me the price. The short action sick, short action sick is 6,500. Long action sick is 8,900. Spiro, is that what they call it? The TBA Spiro. That's the 3D printed one. And so the sick is 6,500 and 8,900 for the long action. And all switch cal, do this, do that, pop off, pull it out, whatever you want to do. It does it. It's one of those things. And so, but yeah, what else do you want to know about the what was the other like a big high level that we would like at SHOT Show? So the pistol stuff I just want to do because I'm rusty on my pistol. I need to do a little bit of pistol, but I have to do videos, so I want to do a little bit of both the echelon, and we'll just go to Green Mill and have a little bit of, hey,
Yeah.
what do we got in our hand, and how are we doing it, and then we could just play around and just talk about them, talk to Shot Timer again, but yeah, just got to
Heck
make
yeah.
video, and then
And
I
it's
got
easy to film with pistols because you can like move around
Yeah.
and
Yeah, totally. And so that's it's just that right now for winter, because like I said, I didn't book anything crazy because of the move, and I know that's gonna be a hassle and shit just to move two houses in a fucking range.
Oh yeah, that's fucking a massive thing for
Yeah.
sure. But I've got shitloads of pistol ammo. A few thousand rounds just sitting here.
A
in
nine?
bag,
Okay,
so
yeah, we'll
I'll
grab
bring
it.
9, and if they're threaded, I could bring a suppressor and see how. They do
No,
with
that
the
one's
suppressor.
not. This is their 724, which I think is their carry. So it's a little smaller. It's not huge full size, but it's not super compact. So it's
I
their
like
seven.
carry size. Like
Yeah,
carry
it's
size is just
724. It's got a rail. It's got some where's it?
good. I could bring some lights too if we want to put lights on it.
Yeah, we can because
do you have a holster?
not for it. No.
Okay. We have I have a belt of yours that has like a soft holster in it. I'll bring that too, so that
Okay.
you could put it in the soft one from the
Yeah,
air
I just
guns
gotta
that we
slide
had.
it. Oh, okay. Yeah. From the the step stuff. Yeah.
Because
But
that'll
yeah.
work at least for like having it on your side, even though it's not like a retention
Yeah, and I
tool.
could draw and keep
Yep.
and do that. I'm slow anyway. Like I said, I'm old and slow now. I don't know that shit. But
Yeah, it's okay
anyway.
though. We'll have fun. They got the steel knockdown ones. They got
Hmm.
steel. They got different paper. There's probably 3 spots, different ones that'll look different that we could shoot in each just to get different the way it looks.
Hmm.
I could bring a drone too. We could hover it over us, and because it won't use a lot of battery just hovering over a pistol.
No, it won't. Where'd my But yeah, that's all. I just wanted to
And you got mags, and
yeah, it came with two, I think.
okay, shit. I'll bring a bunch of pistols. We could just do a big comparison of look, this is
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I just don't have a lot of different weight because I just get the training ammo, the cheap light stuff.
Oh
So
yeah, who cares? But yeah, we'll get it. But no, that was it. I just had that, and then trying to think what else that I really kind of MDT, their fucking new stock it's mega expensive, but it's so nice. I'm gonna have to go to it.
the
I want
hunter
to.
one.
No, the DRT, the light one that's magnesium but tricked out friggin'. It's a maxed out, but they're calling it more of a varmint one. But it's got the action in the barrel. You can't put a weight under it because they move the center of gravity down almost like the AI. But it's called the DRT. If
Oh,
you max
with the handguard, that one.
yeah, the handguard is like they changed it a little different, almost like an ATX, but you can't put a weight under it now because of where they moved it. And then it's just a cool friggin' chassis,
Oh, nice.
but it's like $2,500 maxed out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
not
it's
cheap.
titan. You know what I mean? It's magnesium, completely magnesium and light, and it's like woo. But it's their LSS and tricked out.
Oh, well, we got to convince somebody there to send 2.
Yeah, you're right, Josh.
Send 2. We'll make
Francis.
videos.
Yeah. Francis, where are you?
There's a
I
couple
got.
guys there though, that not big fans, but there's a couple guys that are. I don't know. We just gotta
Yeah,
ask
we'll
the
see.
owner. Say, hey, look, we'll make good
Martin.
videos.
Martin was
Just
yeah.
send 'em."
Martin was nice. I saw him. He's super cool.
Yeah,
But
I've heard good things about Martin.
Martin's very cool.
He sounds
And
really cool.
and then there was a couple other. God, I'm kind of spacing what I went on. I had a list here. It's probably on the floor. Unless I threw it away. I had a list earlier when I did the video. Oh. No, I tossed it. I had a list of everything I had to talk about, but I didn't know you wanted to talk SHOT Show. And then I did see Ryan because I saw you comment. Then it was funny. I forget. Oh, we were by. I wasn't far from Burris, and we were joking about something. There was 3 of us standing there, and I said something that we were talking something silly, and then like out of the booth in the hallway, it was like it's always crowded, and so there was people there, and I see like a woman whose back's to me. And so we were laughing, and I said, "Oh yeah," I said, "Yeah, look at that butt." and she turned around, and it was Kleckner's wife.
Oh no!
And I was
Well,
like,
she is good looking.
yeah. And I said, "Oh, there's Ryan." And then I walked up to him, and I said, "Hey, Ryan." I said, "You want to shoot the video?" And he goes, "Yeah, let's right now." And so she held the camera and did everything. But I just button hooked around whatever booth we were in, and that was Burris. So I saw Sky Layton, and Burris had a spot on their wall that was blank. And I said, "Stand here a second. I'm gonna go see Sky." I said, "Hey, Sky, I'm gonna borrow your booth for a minute and film a thing with Ryan. So if you see us, we're just doing a quick video right here using your wall." And he was like, "Oh, no problem at all." And so yeah, we filmed that 5 minutes that you saw. it's weird because I was kind of hyped up and over coffeeed, and I was talking too much and wasn't thinking because I wasn't expecting to run into him then. So I wasn't really prepared to see him. So in my mind, the video is just us patting each other on the back because neither one of us really knew what to say.
That's okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
good,
yeah.
and it's
It was
complimentary.
good.
And
Yeah, it was totally. But it was just because I ran into him and it was like, "Are you free? I'm free. Let's free. Okay, let's do it." And neither one of us thought a minute about what we were gonna do. But it was,
that's
it was, it was. We literally were goofing about something. Like we might have even said, "Oh, I love people watching." Like it was one of those things. Oh, SHOT Show, I love watching people. And then I went, "Yeah, look at that butt." And then it was one of those. It
that's pretty
totally.
funny.
But you got to remember, she's really tall, and she's in my eyesight, my eye line. So I come up to her butt, and so that's what I was looking at because she's tall,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I mean,
so he's
people
tall.
look at other people's bodies, and so
Yeah.
that's not, there's nothing wrong with that. You didn't grab it, you didn't do anything
No, I
inappropriate.
didn't. I wasn't rude. I wasn't even. I just went.
That's
I
good.
I literally just went. There's a nice butt, and then she turned around, and we were talking about people watching or doing something like it was whoever was in the booth, and it was like, man, how do you get through the day, And it was like, oh, I just watch everybody walk by, and I'm like, oh yeah, the views are good. Look at that, And it was,
Yeah. But speaking of Burris, I've wanted to get them to come out with their range finding scope forever, and I just haven't heard from Sky. Like, I don't know why, but we got it. I mean, he'd even agreed and said, "Yeah,
oh
well,
yeah, and he told me it's just I just think it's the scheduling because it was the end and they're working up for one thing, and so I really do think it was just a case of scheduling. And it does appear that a lot of people like me and you and all of us, our schedules are so out of whack. And even like at the show, it was like, I was downstairs and then I had to be at the elevators at the Venetian. And then I got a call to go in the basement. And so it felt like at one point I said to Laura, on like Tuesday, I think it was the first day, because I had like 3 meetings and they were so far apart and the way they were staggered, I you almost had to go to the next meeting, but you really didn't have a lot of time in between it because of the distance. And so I said to Laura, like on Tuesday, I got nothing done or nothing looked at. I met the people I needed to meet, but I saw nothing other than where I went to meet them. And it felt weird where like Thursday, her knee was killing her. She's got to get her knee surgery done. She got to do her knee and her shoulder. She went to the VA and they're doing, she
no.
ripped her meniscus. She has a torn meniscus and she has a thing in her shoulder. So she didn't want to walk the floor. Yeah, it was good, Rusty. But the thing is I was kind of I was in a Frank worked up mode. So I'm a little, I wasn't focused. I was just on the floor, probably had 3 coffees, and I'm moving fast. And, and when I saw him, it was like, oh, let's shoot the video. And then I overhyped myself out the window a little bit. But Laura wasn't feeling her knees on Thursday. And so I went out and basically, I don't think Thursday I had any meetings. It was. And so I just walked the floor slow and saw as much as I could that I was interested in. But even like Ambient Arms was in the basement. Then I wanted to see MDT is in Caesars. Then you want to see this one is over here. And so it's like when I'm looking at my lists, they're so far apart from each other. It just felt it felt inefficient.
Oh,
And so I don't feel I accomplished a whole lot, but I did have a great show for the site and for, me to go and touch base with people. And And so that worked out really well. But yeah, it just felt weird because I was running from one end to the other and to the other, like
Yeah,
constant.
transit time sucks because it like takes away a lot of
Yeah.
opportunities to see
And
stuff.
everyone's in your way. Everyone walks slow. No one is on your timeline, and so it's always annoying. And I hate everyone in my way because I walk fast, and it's like, dude, you got to get out of my way. I'm going over here. But MDT was really good. And God, what else was the other? Who else did I really like I don't have my list anymore. Uh, Ambient, MDT, the Zico stuff with the Light Hunter, the suppressor stuff. Zico had the Light Hunter. Zico had. You need to go on their website. An army guy did a reticle for them in the 2 to 10. You need to look at it.
Okay.
It's interesting. It even has a 2 mil dot, just a cross, 2 mils up in space for speed drop.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, look up the new reticle for the Zico 2 to 10. And that was interesting.
The Predator. It's bringing up. I clicked on the first website and it was the.
Richard, are you there? What's the name of? Are you
Wait,
still in the
this
chat
one?
box, Richard? Does it have a dot 2 mils high?
No. Let me go to a different site. Zero Compromise. All right, I'm going to go to their website.
Yeah, you got to go to them. I don't know if CS Tactical will have it on theirs yet.
Let's see.
No, it's not that.
The
Predator Rock. No, it's somebody's name or something.
Okay, so DMR reticle, Predator reticle, HTR reticle.
There's a new one though. I gotta go to the Zero Comp site.
I think it's the HTR because it says it was designed specifically for it.
Okay.
Let's see. Does it look like that?
No. Nope. It has a thick thing with the measurements in the heavy post. Doesn't look like any reticle you've ever seen. Yes, the Steyr. Mile High doing the Steyr. She said she did very well with the Steyr. Steyr was the first bolt-action rifle I bought out of the Marine Corps in 1990. I bought a SSG 69. Came with the scope on it. I still have it. And Steyr was my very first sniper rifle out of the Marine Corps that I bought in that. Here, it might be in the Guns America thing. Let me find it, because they have a whole thing on the Guns America article. Let's see if they did the reticle. And I'll get the name of it.
It's not on their site, at least not easily discovered.
No. Now I'll have to find it. It's really, and it's not coming up. Let me see if I could find, that sucks when you can't find shit. You gotta get Grok. Tell Grok to pull it out. He'll find it. Grok knows everything. Go get Grok. We're all looking on our phones trying to find a damn reticle to show you this thing. And I want you to see this because it's got a new, they have this new one. HTR, is it? Nope. It's not even that.
Come on. Somebody watching this has to have.
Yeah, where is this new reticle? Ah, it's not on their site. Damn it. It's in my video. Because I filmed it. Wait, remember if I took a picture. I don't think I took a still, but maybe I can find it. Here, I'll pull Adam's video up. Okay, here it is.
All right, screen.
Here it is. Look at it. I'll screenshot it and text it to you.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's an army design. It's got a speed drop element to it. Like, look at the post. You can see it there, Chris. Look up, and you can see it in my picture.
Yeah, I got it. I got the text.
And then
Trying to look at
that dot up at the top is for speed drop.
Oh,
The San 1, the 2 to 10 San 1, SAN1. That's the name of the reticle. The 2 to 10 San 1.
okay.
And it's a
Here.
person. And so I thought that was kind of interesting of a design, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of things Jacob had said in the old days that he wanted less, and that he just wanted like whole pieces to hold and not necessarily a whole connected reticle. And
Yeah.
so this kind of like looked into it. But yeah, no, it's not the HTR. It's a San 1. It's this one. It's different. It's way unique. It's not the HTR. They have a new one just for the 2 to 10. It's a San 1. SAN-1. And that's the name of the reticle if you want to
I don't
find
think
it.
there's like there's not a lot of pictures out there because
No, it's new. They had the cut sheet for it. But that was and I almost was like,
I
I'd
want to
want
make a reticle, but
right, I'd
but
want to
it's cool to see.
try it, but I'd want to try it because I don't know if I'd like it. You
well,
know?
the thing is about speed drop, you like that's has to be made for specific ammo because you're not going to dial it down and have that be the actual zero. So, like, what it's got to be made for a rifle and a load and a scope and a.
Well, no, because you can adjust speed drop for anything now. Ted Hogar has the stuff on Sniper's Hide on the front page. He
But
makes
to
it
fix
so
it to that dot and then be able
yes,
to
to
dial?
fix it to that dot probably. But no, I think you re-zero and then you dial it. It doesn't matter the caliber.
But the
You just
distance, but the distance is a fixed.
yes, right. The 2
space.
mils may be
Yeah.
off. Right. You, that moves. The 2
Right,
mils
right.
isn't perfect. Right. Maybe that's a 308. Maybe that's a 5.56. But I know some of our calibers are not 2 mils. They're 1.5. One in this, one that, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can make speed
I mean,
drop
on
to
people
work.
inside 500 yards, 600, 700 yards, that would
Yeah.
work just fine anyway. So
Right.
I think that's cool. But it would be fun to like come up with like a cool idea that was functional. But it's cool that they're taking people's advice and putting it into scopes because there's a whole lot of the same.
Yes. And so that was really good, and I enjoyed that. And then I was just kind of reminded of something, and I was trying to think of what else.
Yeah. CCO's a good. I mean, they make fucking good scopes, great glass, and it seems like they're always.
Yeah, it's just an
forward-thinking. It's just not
interesting. I
big
got to
enough
try to get the light out of the. Let me see if I can get it so the light isn't in the way.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but
Yeah, because my white is that. But yeah,
can
it's
doodle
really
on
an interesting reticle. Like when you
screenshot that one and send it to me because the one that I have is like a sideways. You sent me a sideways or you sent me the one that you took up of the
I mean, it's kind of the same,
of the
but
table. Oh,
it's just in the video. It looks bigger.
oh, gotcha. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it is the same.
Yeah.
But
it's
cool.
Uh-huh.
I like the concept, and especially if you've got numbers that could be
Well-
speed drop values and then normal.
And he
values.
has that. The numbers go
Yeah.
down. Those are the numbers. But then he has the reticle like measuring part inside that heavy post. And that's kind
Which
of
is really
interesting because
heavy.
it's those H lines in there. They look like the Puma Punka H blocks from Ancient Aliens. and so they're the Puma Punka H blocks. Woo!
That's funny.
You know what rabbit hole I've been going down a lot? Antarctica. And I read it, and here's the hole I went down. The treaty has been in place for Antarctica for 65 years.
Okay.
And it's up in like 2040 is when it has to be renewed.
Yeah.
No one has ever broken the treaty in any way. every nation, regardless of how they get along, respects the Antarctica Treaty.
Interesting.
Right. Why? And so,
Because nobody wants to go there because of the aliens?
yes, and that, well, what they're, I read another thing is they're saying the breakaway, it's not the aliens, it's breakaway civilization that had been here, and they're saying none of these aliens are aliens. They're ancient humans or ancient somethings that are on the other side of the ice that we can't, like, there's a bit of the ice wall theory. I don't like the ice wall theory, but there's a bit of the ice wall theory that we can't go past an ice wall and there's people on the other side of it. I don't like that one. But what they're saying is that these guys went underground during an incursion like 12,000 years ago, stayed there and lived and have a booming society that's based off of like Atlantis, like an advanced society prior to the flip in the ice, the flood, whatever you want to call it. There were, so just take Atlantis. Atlantis didn't disappear. They went underground and survived. And what they're saying is everything we're seeing in the air is from that group. Them looking at us, them doing this stuff, but they won't interact with us except they are with the governments only to keep us away from them. And that Antarctica is the door. And why the Falkland Island fight? Because those are the islands to the doorway to Antarctica. There's a group of stuff that they do argue over that's not Antarctica, but is Antarctica related. And so and then that's where the anomaly is. There's that weather anomaly that keeps showing up on weather radar. That's a black blob that keeps coming out of. They keep saying it's HAARP, but it's coming out of like the islands before Antarctica. There's like a black thing that comes up that they'll find. Like every couple weeks, they'll say, "Look, Antarctica's popping off again," and it's just this weird weather thing. And so, I don't know. But that was a rabbit hole I've been going down, is the Antarctica one. Because they're saying the Nazis and the thing, because they invested heavy in Antarctica in World War II. They did many in that Birds expedition and a lot of these things that was like, oh, shoot, there's someone there, and they don't want us around them. And they can make it happen, kind of like advanced over us. Right.
If we go there and try to like ski across Antarctica.
Yeah, you can't though. That's where you can't. No one break. You can't go to Antarctica. Only where they let you. You can't go on your own to Antarctica and just say, if me and you get in a boat, go there and just start making our way across, they'll stop us. You can't go. That's the treaty. You could take a cruise, you could take a trip, and it's guided, but you can't hop in a friggin' plane, fly to Antarctica, and start doing your own shit. It's against the law.
Well, shit.
Right. So, that's a rabbit hole I've been down.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
See,
Genetic
like,
Super
we would be
Yeti
advanced
Army.
Just like them. If we didn't have social media, everybody would be 10 times.
Well, but they're, twice I caught them rewriting history on me in two things. God, what was this? But one of them was just the other day. I said something about Minneapolis and the whole thing going on. I said, color revolution. And they said, color revolutions are anti-communist. I went, what? I said, there's a ton of color revolutions that were that went to communism. The very first color revolution they acknowledged was Russia becoming communist.
Yeah.
And somebody said, and they're arguing with me. I went, wait a minute. So then I went to Grok. I'm like, what's the color revolutions? And then he goes, nope, only the 21st century anti-communists are color. I said, bullshit, dude, I'm almost 60 years old. And
yeah.
And they're like, no, no, no. And then I went in and I said, wait a minute. I said, what's the first color revolution? He goes, oh, Russia, 1917. I said, you're telling me the red revolution, the velvet, the orange revolution of Ukraine, those aren't colors? And, well, those are usually anti-communist. And I'm like, since when? And they said, well, the 2000s. I go, okay, but all the color revolutions before were pro-communist. And they're trying to erase the idea of a color revolution. And somebody tried to, like, no, that's not, you're wrong. And I'm like, what? And then I went into Grok and he tried to tell me until I said 1917. He's like, yes, that's the first color revolution. So I'm like, how's the Czech not in 57? How's this one not? How's Ukraine not? I go, give me pre-World War II. He goes, well, and I went, well, what? They're fucking trying to rewrite what a revolution is for commies. Because of Minneapolis, because they're all commies up there. And, dude, did you see what their signal chat is? They have a whole insurgent network through Signal, and they caught them.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. With the
it's huge, dude. It's a real full blown, and they even had like cops and everybody in real time. They were running license plates. They caught them.
I did see that.
Right.
And keeping the group small enough to be under a threshold, and
right.
I mean,
and then
it's very coordinated.
And then the whole thing with the guy, that whole resist arrest thing is a game. And like we're gonna resist arrest as much as we can, and like him not carrying an ID with his handgun, and like they showed him last week, he got in a fight with them last week, and he smashed the lights off of one of the cop cars. He kicked the tail lights out of one. And he got in a fight, and he broke his rib, and he still had his gun on him, and it was out, and they ignored him. So that dude got in a physical fight with them last week, cracked a rib, and smashed the car taillights. And so it's like they're trying to rewrite all this shit and pretend. And it's like, that dude's a domestic terrorist, man. Rules don't apply.
Yeah, but what happens when...
Yeah, but I mean, no, I'm not going to get into the shoot, right?
Yeah,
but
it is concerning, and it's curious.
But that's the whole no ID.
The next thing is, like, what happens when, like, if we...
Well, they are freaking out now. They went to Georgia with the FBI. They went to the election center, and they yanked every 2020 ballot, envelope, and everything today. The FBI went into Georgia and went to Fulton County and took their 2020 everything. So they're starting to go now. They're going after the election fraud. They're going after the money fraud. And they just raided with the FBI the election stuff in Georgia.
I guess, like, my question would be, how big is the network such that if it got cracked down on, is it enough? Because that's when...
It's every state, they're saying.
Well, they're getting away with it, but if you stop them, then they would have to do something more aggressive, and that's when it would be...
Right.
Scary.
Well, which they want. They want it to fight, so he looks bad. The fight makes Trump look bad. And so they want the fight. But that's part of the deal. Like, when he's running around and he says, I got my pistol, but I'm not carrying my ID. That's to hem up law enforcement. And I said to somebody, they're like, oh, it doesn't. I'm like, dude, that's a conscious decision. And you know what I said to the guy? I said, you've never been in jail. You don't know what it's like to not tell the cops who you are. I spent 12 hours in jail and never identified myself. They fucking hate it. Mm-hmm. Every shift comes in and asks you who you are. Every person comes, like, because I got arrested years ago. Well, even the Marine Corps, I've been arrested a bunch, never convicted. But in the Marine Corps, I got arrested for doing something. We stole the Jeep, and we were doing shit in the middle, like, we weren't supposed to be in the U.S. We were training up to go back to Iran in the workups. So I had 30 days. I was in Camp Lejeune while my float was still in the Med. Me and my partner stole a Willys Jeep out at the rifle range from SOTG because it was raining out and we didn't want to walk. And so there's only one way in and out the driveway. And I got in it, he pushed it, Pop started it, and I'm driving out of the SOTG training area. The owners came in. And it's one way, right? I'm head to head with the people who own the Jeep, and they got a Humvee and I got a Willys. So I got arrested. No dog tags, no ID card. And none of them knew I had a meat tag. And I didn't carry dog tags or an ID card because I have a meat tag. So when we got arrested, they said, "Who are you?" I don't know. Who am I? Where's your stuff? I don't know. Where is it? And I stayed in jail because it was raining out hard in North Carolina. And then they said, "What unit are you with?" I said, 1-2. They said, 1-2's in the med. I said, "I know. I was just there." And they're like, "What the fuck?" And I said, "Yeah." And I went back and laid down. A couple hours later, another guy comes in. "Who are you?" I don't know. "Who am I?" "Where's your stuff?" I don't know. "Where's my stuff?" You know, "What unit you with?" 1-2. 1-2's in the med. I know. And I won't tell. And then finally, when it stopped raining, 12 hours away, I said, "Call this number." And they got us out of jail. They said, "You can't do nothing to him. He's not supposed to be here. He's in the med still." And they wiped the police blotter. And I know a million. When I grew up, we were troublemakers. I had a fake name. We got arrested all the time.
Yeah.
We never convicted, of anything, and we just gave fake names, and they hate it. But that's why you don't carry stuff, is to hem up the cops. Now it's a little easier. Facial recognition, and they can scan you and find you, and your phone will tell on you, But back then, if you don't identify yourself, they go out of their minds.
Right. But it's just, it's concerning when it has ramifications that it does. So
And that's just it.
Yeah, paying attention. I don't understand a lot of it, but yeah, I think that the signal and the intelligence gathering, and that it tracks straight back to counterinsurgency training is.
Yeah, and they say there's the guy who follows the cell phones, the ex-CIA guy who bought every cell phone thing in the U.S. or whatever he owns, and he has the GPS for all that. There was 3 Cubans, 2 Chinese, and someone else in Minneapolis, and they're meeting with the mayor and all them people. And there's 3. It was Cuba, China, and one other South American person is there helping them, because they have the cell phone and the GPS data, and they know these people were here, this guy was here, and he's able to say, 1,800 of these cell phones were also here. 200 of these cell phones were also here. And this guy posts it all the time. He just gives you generalities. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And so, yeah, and like I said, today they showed the video, the guy fighting with the cops, and he had the gun on him, and they ignored it. And then he kicked the taillight out of a car. He did a whole bunch of shit. And it's like, these are fucking revolutionaries, dude. These aren't organic.
Yeah, it sucked to be a cop, man. I feel bad for.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they were all over. It was a lot at SHOT Show and a lot of stuff. And this time they were standing out in the aisle, like a couple, COVID stuff, when all those agencies hide when people were mad at everybody. Yeah. But now everybody's all high on them and stuff, that they're doing their jobs and shit. So they were all out in the hall, and it was funny too. They even have in SHOT Show, they have these green shirts. And they'll hand out flyers, they'll hand out booklets, they'll direct you. If you don't know where to go, they'll tell you. And they usually are kind of down the center in the beginning. And then they're staggered too. If you don't have a badge, they'll stop you and things like that. Well, they gave one of them a mic. And this dude was emceeing the middle of the hallway. It was hysterical.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's like, "What's your step count?" And like some girl's like 7,000. He's like, "Oh, she's got 7,000." I'm like, "I got 15,000, motherfucker." And he's like, 15,000.
That's funny.
Yeah. He's funny, but no, it's yeah. I mean, forget with the politics. I'd rather deal with the aliens. You know what I mean, or whatever the
Yeah,
hell they
for
are.
sure. Way more
But
fun.
yeah,
I want to
totally.
go to
Way
Antarctica now. I got to figure out
yes.
how to get to Antarctica. And
But you know what, too? Even though cruises down there to do it where you can kind of see it, they're like 100 grand. They're
what?
huge money to do a Antarctica cruise.
Oh, well, forget that.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. You know, they're freaking big dollar. They're
Yeah,
stupid money. Unless maybe there's a
right.
smaller one, but the one I saw was like 100 grand when I looked. I'm like, fuck that.
That sucks.
Oh, and then the other thing, brakes for suppressors. They Abel and Thunderbeast were working with the Recoil X guy, I think he's called. He does
Hmm.
the suppressor brake that adds on to certain ones,
Hmm. I
and
don't know.
he's shaping the brake a little bit more. And they had a video through thermal, and you can see the pattern his brake was creating, and it was very effective for the cans. And so,
Oh, that's good.
I think it's Recoil X. I met him. He had the shirt, but I don't remember. But Thunderbeast and Abel were both talking to him, and it's a aftermarket add-on, and you could buy his brake and put it on your Thunderbeast.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
The Able brake just it comes loose on me, so I got to figure out what.
Oh, they changed something. I talked to Serge about that. I brought that up, and I think they're changing something on that. So we may be able to get retrofitted with the Able brake.
Oh, that'd be good because I can't really do anything till, or I can't use it till it
Yeah, you lock it
says
down.
becomes
You know
or I
what you
gotta
should try?
glue it.
I was just gonna say, get some Loctite, but the blue or something. Put a
Hmm.
strip on it and let it dry on it, and then just screw it in.
Yeah,
And you know, like
yeah,
how
I
they
could
do
do
the
that. I
screws.
just
You know, like they do the screws. Like you get them and there's already stuff on the screw,
yeah,
and it's dry. It still
right, and then it
holds.
just holds it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could. I just I like it when it works like perfect without.
But yeah,
But
I had that. There was that. Oh, and then I forgot to tell you, I got this at Mile High.
what is that? The Ace. Oh, it's like a Kestrel
Yep, with
kind of thing.
geoballistics in it.
Oh, nice. A Vortex Kestrel.
And it works
Let me
in their
fuck around with it.
infrastructure too. Yeah, it works, but it has a nice screen. It's got geoballistics, which I'm a big fan of geoballistics.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to try it, and Mile High had it in the thing, so I just grabbed it.
Oh, heck yeah. I
Yeah,
think
so
that'll be cool.
right. So we'll do a thing with the Ace. I think that'll be really neat and shit.
Yeah,
And
and we compare how they work versus one thing. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
yeah. So no, there's a lot
Ooh.
going on, a lot of movement. The house is gonna have to happen. We got winter still, so luckily a lot of this will be a little winter. I don't think the range will be a big deal for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
got the
I'm like,
snake game. This has the snake game on it too. I actually just saw it, and Vortex doesn't go to Shot Show anymore. Vortex since like COVID. I will, Robbie. Vortex since COVID does not go to Shot Show, so I don't even know really anything about it. I just saw it and I was like, "Oh, cool! I don't like the idea of the impeller. I'm gonna have to compare it to the Kestrel because the impeller's pretty tiny, but it's a unique design, so maybe it's pretty effective. But I'm very interested and I'm gonna review it. The like I said, the goal now, once I get the new house set up, it's like video. There's gonna be some new stuff coming. Like I had that 2 hour talk with Mike, and he's got plans for the site to take us to another level. For the guys that you guys are on, the $2 or dollar, I don't even know how much it is. The buck, that's because of this problem. Everybody sends reports because people bump. Nobody follows the bump rules, and they felt throwing $1 or so on it would help fix the bump. I mean, even like one of the things, and I'll tell you, like we were talked about, the motivational pick threads are huge. I have motivational pick threads like the Squad Bay. They've been there forever. They're gigantic, hundreds of pages. But it's women, naked pictures, it's all kinds of stuff. Well, we get that DMR seed all the time now because bots go searching for celebrity photos that have been taken off the internet. And these guys just go to Google, right click on a picture, and then post it on the hide. And then what happens is we get hit with lawyer letters because Europe has that DMRC or DCMRA or whatever the fuck they call it. So we get whaled a lot with lawyer letters to take pictures down off the internet. You stole Sydney Sweeney's picture. You stole, Ariana Grande's picture, and you got to take it off. And so they wanted to lock that down. And I was like, no, that's way too much traffic, and too many people go by there every day just to look at the jokes and the memes and stuff. But because of the bots and the lawyers, it was a thing, And because Europe has that rule where you can say that's mine and you have to take it off, and they have a law. And so they have
the Hide is a big fucking website with so many people on there.
Yeah.
When it gets big like that, you have to have
control measures, right?
Putting like a dollar control measures, not fucking like, give me a break.
I didn't even know about it. I was at SHOT Show when they did it. And I didn't I knew they were updating the PX, but I didn't know how or, whatever. And so I was at the SHOT Show, so they left me alone. And then when I, today I had the phone call. And so I told them to err on the side of caution a little more than kind of, but I mean, they look at this stuff, they study this stuff, they understand it. It's just my crowd is a little bit of the older crowd. And so, when you throw a buck on them, I had fucking idiots yelling at me this morning. And the first thing I woke up, when I fired up the site, I'm being screamed at. So, a bunch of that shit. Why are you taking $1 from me, you motherfucking greedy bastard? And it's like, what the hell, dude? It's a buck. You're selling a piece of thermal for $6,000, and you're mad at me because you had to pay $20 and a buck to bump it. Meanwhile, you sold your $6,000 thermal for $20. And I'm not taking a percentage of your sale like a lot of places do. It's $20 to get in there. And then if you don't bump it, it doesn't cost anything else now. But you could, you sell a $5,000 rifle. I'm not like, hey, where's my 5%? Where's my 2% of your rifle? I don't do that. So, like, it's got to be something. But yeah, I got yelled at today, Ken. And then I had a good talk with Diane. She's moving with new rifles, that Steyr, and then that the proof stuff she's looking at bringing in. So
I'm like freezing my ass off now, so I'm turning up the heat.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
We're almost some dinner though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're an hour and a half. We're ready to cruise. But
just let me know when you want to do the pistols or anything like that. Tomorrow morning,
I gotta wait. No, I gotta wait till Friday to get it because it's a 3-day wait.
We could do. No. Tomorrow I got to run down to Colorado Springs, but like until.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not doing anything until Friday because I can't get the pistol till Friday.
No, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Friday,
And so
Saturday,
probably
Sunday,
Saturday,
Monday.
right? It'll either be Friday or Saturday. Or rather, Saturday or Sunday.
And if it's nice, we could bring some rifles too. Because I definitely like when I do these checks. I like to have it confirmed at least 3 days where it does not change at all. So today I got it going, and then if it could repeat itself, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, next week, then I'll get drop data, and then they'll be ready to rumble.
I'm with you.
All right.
But cool, man.
Well,
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing. Been doing the Everyday Sniper again. So I kind of been episodes in that. I'm going to do some interviews coming up. So a lot of people are asking and coming on the lives and doing interviews and things like that. So expect more of it. I put money down on the house today in Missouri. So that'll start the 15th. I go and start moving shit, but it'll take a minute. I got 3 months to move them.
Gotcha. Man,
Yeah.
my mouse died again. So
Yeah, I gotta charge mine too.
can't
I am
even
the same.
close
I
it.
hate it. All right, guys, we're out of here. I'll talk to you all soon. All right, Chris.
All right, you gotta
Later.
hang up on me because my mouse doesn't work.
Oh, okay. We are out.